focus on your magic. You want to forget about it and focus on your magic. I want you to feel comfortable with the tarantula. I want to make the tarantula part of you. With a little practice, I'm sure you will discover how effective it really is. Hi, my name is Yigal Mesika, the creator of the tarantula. Welcome to my studio. So now let me show you a new version of the hunted pack with the tarantula, with any deck, anytime, anywhere. The reaction is unbelievable. That's it. L'chaim. I need someone to help me. 1 second. Would you please put your finger like that?
Not metal one. Yeah.
Come closer. Okay. You know what? Actually do this, okay? Are you married?
I will.
You will? Okay. Okay. That's good to know. There we go. Watch. Open your fingers. Check this out. See the ring? If I focus my magnetic energy on the ring, this is what can happen. Watch. You can see that there is no force. Watch. Put this here. Isn't that cool? Okay, guys, I'll let you think about it. Thank you. Would you please put your hand like that? Excellent. Like that. Watch. Check this out, guys. If I focus my energy on the ring, it will come maybe out of space. Watch, watch, watch. Watch. From here. There we go. Would you please examine the ring? You can make sure that it's not magnetic. How's it going? There we go. Check this out. What's your name?
Valerie.
Valerie. Watch, if I focus my energy on the ring, watch, guys. Put your hand like that, Valerie. Yeah, no, like that. You can see that there is nothing attached here. Whoa. Now watch. From here.
Whoa.
Isn't that cool?
That was the coolest thing I have seen for 2009. Obama, baby. Yeah. Change. That was awesome.
Thank you, buddy.
That was awesome.
I appreciate that. Wow.
Wow.
Thank you.
Oh, wow.
Thank you.
What?
Hi, my name is Yigal Mesika, the creator of the tarantula. Welcome to my studio. And before I show you how I did those effects at Venice Beach, there is some people that I need to thank, and they gave me a big inspiration to develop this amazing device. So the first one is Steve Pearson. Steve had amazing hookup that allowed you to float many different objects, and he sold me the published rights to teach this method. And the second inspiration is another gimmick, which is a very special gimmick that you wear in your fingertips. And this gimmick allowed you to vanish small sponge balls or silks. And the last inspiration came from John Kennedy. John had a special motorized reel that used to be inside a tube, and he used to hide it in his hand, and that allowed you mostly to animate objects. So yeah, all those masterminds guys gave me this inspiration. Soon I'm going to show you all the insides of this amazing device, and hopefully you will work with it flawlessly. All right, let's get started. So here we are behind the scenes. I'm about to show you how to work with the Tarantula and give you all the inner works that you may need. Pretty much what it is, it's a very small device that it's almost becoming like an extension of your hand. And the reason why we choose to call it Tarantula is most of the time your hands is in that kind of position, and since it looks like a real tarantula, which is about the size of a human being hand, and it's in a brown color, that's why we choose to call it tarantula. So the gimmick will be most of the time at your middle finger, and it will become like an extension of your hand, and it's allowed you to animate and float object in many different possibilities. This is the gimmick. And here's the inside, all the mechanism. So as you can see, there is a very small switch here. It's a stick switch. When you click on it, it's retracting the thread and the wax. I will show you in a minute. Here you take the wax and the thread down. Let's say usually the wax attached to an object, and when you click on the switch, it's retracting that object. As you can see now, the wax will go all the way up if I click here. So clicking on the switch, and it comes all the way up. It's pretty much like magic. And what I do, I just hold it that way. As you can see, I take the wax, I'll put it here for examination. And when I click, it comes right back. And pretty much, you can pull up to 25 feet of absolutely invisible thread. You may don't need that much, but it's optional to put a very long distance of invisible thread, and I guess you don't see what's going on right now, but pretty much what it is, you can see the wax right now. Here we go. If I give a small pinch with my finger, very subtle, and the wax will go all the way up as you can see. One more time for you. So the wax is here. Let's imagine it's attached to an object like a dollar bill or something else, and boom, it goes all the way up. One more time with a dollar bill now, so you can see the basic fundamentals of this gimmick. You ask for a bill. Let's say you get this kind of bill. Usually I like to fold it this way so it stays very stable. Here's what I do. First, I take the wax with my fingers, and when I look at the bill, I just attach this little wax on the bill while I misdirect my attention over here, okay? Now I pretend like taking some static, and from here, whew, it goes all the way up. Wow. So this is what I do when I go to the bank, you know? You deposit the money, and then it comes right back to me. So once it comes back, what you got to do is take the wax out and give the bill for examination, or give it away if it's not yours, obviously, and you're done. You're ready for the next shot. So from my point of view, here's how it's happening. You put the wax here, take some static, and you click right now on the switch, and when you let go, it comes all the way up to you. One more time. From here, you click on the switch, let go, and it comes all the way up. Once it comes up, you, with your right thumb, you let the wax coming out, click on the switch, give the bill away, and you're done. It's a very classic effect. It's pretty cool, and give it a try. I promise to you, you won't believe the reaction. It's really fun. All right, good luck. Well, in this segment, we're going to take a deep look inside this incredible device. As you can see, inside this finger shell tarantula, there is a battery location, and a housing. Inside this housing, there is hidden motor, and this cap basically is removable. This is a shell cap, and here's the spool. It's very tiny, and it has 25 feet of absolutely invisible thread, and it's removable. You can pull it out of the shaft of the motor with the wax, and this stick, by the way, is removable as well. As you can see, it's coming out. I will show you soon why. If you want to plug back the spool with the thread inside, you can just pull it inside like that. Ta-da! Here in this location, there is a slit where the thread coming from. So you take basically this thread and put it into the slit. The cap has a big slit, which usually supposed to put it face down. You push it inside, into the housing, and lock it in place. Now, when you click on the stick switch, it's retracting the wax and the thread, as you can see. If you find out that the tarantula is a little bit bigger on your finger, maybe bigger, and all what you need to do in order to make it adjustable to your finger size is pretty simple. It's one-time setup. All what you need to do is take the stick out, and you take a scissor. You have a bunch of layers here. You take a scissor and you cut it like maybe 1 or 2 layers at a time. And the same size that you cut from here, you need to cut also from the stick. All what you got to do, take the stick, push it inside, and that's how you can find what would be the perfect comfortability size for your finger. Now, if your finger is a little bit thicker than that, then what you want to do, you want to expand. This is made to be flexible, so you can open it as much as you like, but when you open it, just hold it here so it doesn't move, and you just open the finger shell, and you can make it adjustable to your finger size. In the next segment, I'm going to show you some of the effects that you've seen at Benizvich. So now I'm about to teach you the hovering. It's one of my favorite levitation, and the reason why is you take someone's ring, you spin it in the air, and it starts floating. And what I really like about it, you make it float close to someone, and it's leaning inside their own finger. It has a big emotional impact. It's very amazing interaction that you can have with the crowd, and the levitation looks phenomenal. And I did it many times, and the reaction is so good that I just love it. So I'm going to teach you how to do that. It's not that difficult. It takes some practice. But once you know how to do it, it will become almost like a second habit. Okay, so in my pocket, I have the tarantula. And as you can see here, I have a sewing thread, which is, let's say, the invisible thread for now. And since we couldn't put it inside the spool, because it's very thick, we wind it around the tarantula. So as you can see, you have to pull the thread down, all the way down to the floor. And the length that you're looking to make is from the floor all the way up to your upper chest. That's the size. At this moment, you got to lock the thread in place so the thread is not keep coming out of the spool. And in order to do that, you need to get into the locking method. And the locking method is allowed you basically to lock the thread in place that you're looking for. You almost can do any reset of locking method in any location of length of thread that you need. Okay, let me show you how to do that. Here is what you can see, a thread. Let's pretend this is an invisible thread, and this is the spool. First, you got to unwind the thread and take the length of an invisible thread that you may need. Okay, let's say you need that much, and once you find the size, you take the thread, and as you can see here, in the base of the spool, there is X. You take that thread and push it into the X, which is a nice little groove that's made for locking the thread into the locking method position. So, you take that thread with the spool and push it into the tarantula housing, into the shaft. As you can see right now at this moment, this thread has to be in between the slit so it can come out easy. And now all what you got to do, you take the cap, the slit is face down, you push it inside the housing, and right now you create the locking method that mostly designed for lifting heavy object. And in this DVD we're going to show you soon the hover ring, which allowed you to float the ring in heavy objects only with this locking method. So that's the best time to move on. So once you have the thread locked in locking method, and let's say this is your length of invisible thread, and what you want to do now, you click on the stick switch, and that will make the thread retract back to the spool. Now, since we have here a sewing thread and the spool is very small, it's difficult to retract that thick thread. So, only for the demonstration, I will wind this thread around the tarantula, as you can see. There we go. The wax will be here on the side of the finger shell, and this is basically inside my pocket. But let's pretend for this moment that this thread is inside the spool of the tarantula. So at this moment I will probably ask for a ring. Once I get the ring that I'm looking for, I will look at the ring and say, oh, would you please make sure that it's not magnetic? I will give to someone else to check that ring. Or I will use my ring, and it's the same. You give someone to check that ring. While they're checking the ring, you need to win time in order to get into the hookup of Steve Pearson. And here is how you do that. You take the wax secretly and attach it to the fingernail, to your thumb here in the nail. At this moment, the thread will come out of the spool, pretty easy. And all what I do is me looking like I'm fixing my hair for a second. And while I do that, I'm getting into the hookup. This is how to have instant hookup. Usually Steve Pearson used to have it ready, so that's the way he used to perform his show, and when he needed a thread, the thread was ready for him. I do it spontaneously, instantly, in the middle of the show. So once you get into that, you probably at this moment get the ring back. Once you get the ring back, just look at the ring, take the wax and attach it to the side of the ring. You want to attach it very strongly so it doesn't come out easy, okay? And at this moment, you're talking about magnetic energy or magnetic field. Focus your energy right here, and you need to bend your body. Once you bend the body, the ring will be a little bit away from your head and your chest. Okay? Here we go. This moment I give it a spin, and when I spin the ring, second finger and a thumb. Okay? Here we go. Looks like it's floating above my hand. When I do this move, I just let it travel to the second end. One more time. From here, I'm bending the body, and when I do this with the head, I'm guiding the ring to move to the second end. It's my head that's moving the ring from one place to another, okay? But it seemed like me following what's happening with the ring more than moving it with the head from side to side. A very important note, if you want to keep doing this effect, you don't want the ring to keep spinning on one side. Once you've done it once, I will probably do it in the second time to be spinning to the opposite side. So if you spin it that way, second time you have to go in reverse and then make the ring go all the way up. What I do, I move the right end down And when I move it up, let's make the ring going down. Up and down. Okay, so as you probably see, my thumb is moving this thread down in order to make the ring untangle with the thread right there. Okay, one more time. Goes all the way here, and at this moment, getting all the way down to my finger. Okay, so right now, I have this sewing thread, and it's kind of rubbing my hair. If it was an invisible thread, it would be more smooth, and the ring can lean down to the finger. And how I do it is this. It's pretty simple. All what you need to do is you spin the ring, it's kind of floating, and now with the right hand, when you move the right hand down, the ring will go up. When you move the right hand up, the ring probably should go down, and then it's just getting into the finger. To show it one more time, the ring is floating. This movement goes all the way down, and once it gets down, all what you need to do, you hold the thread here and you snap it. Once you snap it, you click on the tarantula, and that will make all the thread getting into the spool, and that way you can keep doing your magic and you have nothing attached. So pretty much that's the floating ring, and now I will show you how to do it, that you can make the ring lean into someone else's finger. Okay, Michelle, would you mind please to put your hand like that? Let me show you something very cool. Here we go, this is the ring. That's pretty nice. Here we go, check this out. You see the ring? If I focus my energy here, it's just sometime coming in out of space. Whoa.
It's just floating.
Yeah, you can see that there is nothing attached. Check this out.
Oh.
And for the final.
Very nice.
Isn't it cool?
Yes.
Yeah, just keep it.
Thank you.
So here I'm going to show you how to float the ring and make it lean in someone's finger. It's pretty much a little bit risky. You will see later why. But it's really fun if you can do that. So let me show you. Pretty much right now the wax is attached to the ring, and I have the hookup of Steve Pearson attached to the tarantula. All what you got to do is take the ring out, and you first should ask for someone to put the hand in that position. And would you please, Michelle? There we go. When you make the ring float, you're basically guiding or leading the ring to get into the finger while you're moving the head. It's almost seems like you're looking at the ring, but what you really do, you manipulate or just leading the ring to get into the finger. First you spin it. The right hand goes down, the ring goes up. We're coming over here. If I let the right hand moving up, let's make the ring going down to the finger. And this situation is very cool. Everybody's happy. You create a nice emotional impact. And the risky part is the thread attached, and you don't want her to feel that kind of thread or a web on her body. So what you do, you just look at the ring for a second and break the thread right there. When you break it, you pretty much totally clean, and you can show the ring around. It's very cool. Another option is just break the thread from here and then walk away. I prefer that you're showing the hand and then you just break the thread, and when you click on the tarantula, it will suck the rest of the thread inside, and pretty much there is no any spiders around. Only a nice proposal. All right, I hope you enjoy it. Here's what else you can do with the tarantula and a bill. Any bill, just take it out of your pocket, and all what you need to do is just take some static And when you replace it on the table, this is what can happen. When you wish, it comes right back to you. Whew. Wow. Okay, I guess you want to see it again since it was too fast. Here we go, you just put it here. And when you wish, some static, whew, comes right back. You put it in the pocket, and then you're ready to go. How do you do it? It's pretty simple. What you need to do is the tarantula is in the position. Once you take the bill out of your pocket, you take the wax and you attach it to the bill. Like kind of you're looking at the bill and then you place it on the table. Now when you replace it on the table, you want to keep it away as much as possible from your body, because if you're moving a little bit back, it will make that kind of movement which you don't want to have. See, this is look like you are pulling something. So in order to avoid that, you want to unwind the thread as big as possible. And the way you do it, you just put the bill away as much as you can away from your body. Okay? At this moment, when I snap here, obviously I click on the tarantula and the bill comes all the way up to me. And at this moment, I let the wax go and give the bill away. If it's not mine, if it's mine, I just put it in a pocket and ready to do the next trick. Here's something cool you can do with a pen. Grab a pen and put it on the table. Okay? When you wish, the pen can come back to you very magically. Check this out. Isn't it cool? Okay, how it's done. Basically, the wax is not attached to the pen. You can take even another pen and repeat it one more time. So what's happening is the tarantula is in the position and the wax is attached to the table. Okay, here's the wax. What I did, I secretly put the wax to the table, and since the thread is attached from the wax to the tarantula, what I do, I just take the pen and put it under the thread, under the invisible thread, and put it on the table. Okay? By doing that, I create a big giant loop. So when I click on the tarantula, it's basically retracting the pen right back to me, and I'm free to go. So here it is. Check this out. You click on the tarantula. It comes right back to you, and you're done. One more time. The thread attached from here to there, as I showed you. I take the pen and I put it under the thread, creating a big loop, putting the pen right there. And when I click on the tarantula, the pen comes right back to me, and I'm free. At this moment, I can put the pen inside the pocket, and when I'm leaning on the table, I just take the wax secretly out, and now I'm ready to show some more magic. So now let me show you a new version of the 100 pack with the tarantula. This 100 pack is very amazing because you take the deck and you replace it on the floor. One card pops out of the deck and your hand is always clean. It seems like you have nothing attached. The deck is always away from your body, and you can do it with any deck, anytime, anywhere. The reaction is unbelievable. And let me call my friend Michelle, and let's do it. Hey Michelle, would you like to see another cool trick?
I would.
Okay, so here we go. If you don't mind, just select 17 cards. 17 cards only. I'm kidding, just only one.
Okay.
Anyone you wish. And if you don't mind, just show it to the camera. Okay. Now let's say I didn't see that card. Okay. And now what you, if you don't mind, just say stop whatever you feel like. Okay, I'll put the card on top. Fair enough. Okay, your card got lost inside the deck. You can see there is no way in the world that I can know what was your selection.
Okay.
And here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put it even away from my hand. So you can see the deck is away from me. And now I want you just to visualize that card that you selected. Pretty cool. Keep that picture in your mind. Just exaggerate the picture and now watch. You see the deck is about to move very slowly. And one card pops out. Wow.
Is that it?
I hope so. What was your card?
It was Ace of Spades.
Isn't it the 5? Oh, that's right, the Ace of Spades.
Very
Yes,
funny.
that's the card.
That's fantastic. How do you do that?
Very well. And now I want to show you the new version of the handed pack, but with visible thread, so you can see exactly all the details. And here we go. Tarantula in the position. Oh, what you need to do, the cards have to be facing you, okay? You can show the card around, pretty much a regular deck. What you're going to do is take the wax and secretly attach it to the middle of the face card that's facing you, as you can see. So while I'm refilling the cards, like taking a look, I just attach the wax to the center of the face card that's facing me. Okay, at this moment, I will turn over the deck, face down to the floor, and I will ask someone to select one card. They select one card, you close the deck, and the thread is right there, okay? Now, at this moment, I just ask to say stop, whatever they feel like, and I try to make them stop me in the middle of the deck. So, would you please say stop? They stop me like around this location. And at this moment, I ask them to replace the card back to the deck. I take the half deck and put it back. At this moment, I can take the deck with my left hand and put it down to the floor, or I can put it with my right. You can do whatever comfortable for you. The deck is on the floor. I'm going up very gently. The thread coming out of the tarantula, very easy. Okay? And now I will ask some audience to put their hands on my hand to create more personal interaction. And also it's a good cover-up for the tarantula. And what I do here, at this moment, I put my thumb to hold the thread so it doesn't keep coming out of the spool. And what I do now when I go up very gently, as you can see, half of the deck moved to the right. And then when I go quickly up, another card pops out. Usually it's look much nicer with the invisible thread because it's more easy making the cards coming out. So, now to grab the deck, what I do, I click on the tarantula, the thread, the invisible thread, will suck into the spool, and at this moment I will show the card, it's been selected, take the deck, turn over, and what I do at this moment, I just let the wax go, click on the tarantula, and the wax will come right back. This deck is for free examination. You can do it with any deck, anytime, anywhere, and it takes some practice, but once you know how to do that, you won't believe. You got to experience that for yourself, and the reaction is phenomenal. So now let me share with you some tips that will help you to get the most out of your tarantula. The first one, it's a skin tone. If you find out that tarantula doesn't fit your skin tone, all what you need to do is buy some sandpaper and shave the tarantula, and then you want to buy some makeup color with your skin tone, put it on top of the finger shell tarantula, and you're all set. So now if you feel like you're having a problem with the wax that attached to the tarantula, it's very easy fix. All what you need to do, if this is the wax right there, what you need to do with your thumb, you just give a small move like that, as you can see, and the wax will stick to your nail, behind your nail, so people cannot see it. You can show your hand completely empty, and you can feel free, and nobody will spot the wax. The reason why we made this wax clear is because it's having that kind of nail color, so nobody can see it. But what's more important than that, I want you to feel comfortable with the tarantula. I want to make the tarantula part of you. So when you're talking or when you're doing any action with the magic, you want to forget about the mechanism of it. You want to forget about the gimmick. The gimmick is not there. What you want to focus is more on the magic. And once you do that, you will look like pretty much like using your hand more naturally. And it will give you more comfortability with you interacting with the audience more than visualizing the tarantula in your mind. You want to forget about it and focus on your magic. Oh, you're going to love this one. This one is going to be one of your favorite. When the thread is break on you, what do you do? How you get out of that? Usually people buy new spools and they don't know how to make those fixed broken thread, and it's so easy fix that you won't believe it. Or what you need to do is you need to remove the cap out of the housing, as you see. Right now, let's say the thread broke on you. What you need to do is click on the stick switch. Okay? Once you click on that, you give a small blow on the spool while it's spinning, and that will make the thread pop out of the spool. It will work like magic. And you take the thread, put it in place, and stick the wax to it, and you're ready to go. Here's how you do it. You click on the stick, give a small blow, and the thread will pop out, put the wax to it, and you reset the broken invisible thread. Well, if you want to float an object a little bit away from your body, or what you need to do, you can wear a hat. And usually hats is a big or small an extension of a bill right there. And what's happening is if you have the thread hooked up to the bill, and at this moment the ring can float right there, which is away from your body. You can face the audience, and when the ring is about to lean to someone's hand, you look more elegantly, and when the ring getting into someone's hand, you pretty much seem like you've been very much away from their body, and it's make the magic a little bit more powerful. So if it's sunny, wear a hat. Okay, when you float an object, some people in the crowd will be very amazed, and some of them will be a little bit skeptical. And they will think, oh, maybe it's a string attached, maybe a magnet, maybe some kind of a force. And the new method that I came up with to show the audience there is nothing attached, it's pretty amazing. I show it to some magicians, friends of mine, and they've been blown away. I show it to a crowd, and after I just show this kind of foolproof that there is nothing attached, it just takes the magic to the next level. And here's how you do it. Let's say you are into the hovering while the ring is spinning. As you know, there is an invisible thread, and now you need to pass the finger in order to show that there is nothing attached. Here's how you do it. Take the finger and go slowly. Instead of going straight, you just go slowly like that, and it seems like you passing the force that attached to the ring that made the skeptical people thinking about. From this position, you maybe won't get the same kind of impression that I want you to get. But if I know that the audience is right there, I just go in very slow motion, creating that kind of optical illusion that the finger is passing and showing that there is nothing attached. So now I'm about to show you a new way how to foolproof that you have no those special forces attached to your ring. First, let me start with how you get into the position of the hovering or the hookup of Steve Pearson. Or what you need to do when you give the ring away, and let's say you didn't get a chance to put a thread around your head, or what you need to do, you just take the wax and attach it to the ring, okay? You attach it to the ring while you're taking a look, and now what you can say, oh, I need to grab some static electricity, and once you do that, you're getting into the position, okay? As a convincer, you want to keep talking for a little bit so they forgot about that kind of move, and you're ready to show the floating ring or the hovering. And here it comes. You can take a glass. It's floating. You can show it away from your face, which is really cool that you can look make it float inside, and then it can goes down, and you're done. That's it. L'chaim. So if you're running out of an invisible thread and you want to purchase some more, all what you need to look for is a spider thread spool. This is how it looks. And inside here you have a tiny spool with a 25 feet of an invisible thread attached with the wax, ready to go. All what you need to do is just take it, pop it into the Tarantula motorized reel. It's that simple. So this is the spider thread spool. This has been created a long time ago, like about 6 or 7 years ago, for the spider pen. Into the spider pen, you already have that kind of spool, and this is a motorized reel that allowed you to float and animate many different objects. You pretty much put it in a pocket, you almost have nothing to hide, and you can pull a 25 feet of an invisible thread to allow you to float and animate the object in a very amazing way. If you're running out of wax and you need some more, you may want to purchase the Mesika wax. It's a very tiny box, but this box includes 150 pellets of wax ready to go. All what you need to do, you click on top. You can take one at a time, almost like a candies. And here I can show you the size. This is how it looks. It's made in a fingernail color, so most of the time people can't see it. And this is how you close it. You put the cap on top, you click here like magic, and it's closed. That's the Mesika wax. Okay, I think these products can help you very much, and I highly recommend it that you may take a look and give it a try. I hope you enjoyed learning how to use the Tarantula. With a little practice, I'm sure you will discover how effective it really is. So good luck, and have fun making magic.